Hello y'all, I am on my walk and I am going to do the video in this shelter area today. Since it is raining out, I don't want to get this device wet. However, this video is going to be about they mean what they say, right? So you're probably thinking, what do you mean by they mean what they say? Okay. They mean what they say, meaning okay, this is the difference between you and someone with the cluster B personality disorder. It's the soul and the heart, right? So if a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath makes you very angry and you tell them, you know what? I hope someone beats the shit out of you when you take your next outing. I hope they fuck your ass up, right? And I'm just using that as an example. I mean, you actually say it in that way. I mean, many of you that have empathy, you're not perfect. And so what happens is your narcissistic traits and the worst is being brought out of you when you deal with those kind of people over a period of time. Because at the end of the day, you get tired of being screwed over. So you tell this person, I hope someone beats your ass. But within minutes or hours or sometimes even instantly, you wish you hadn't said it, or you know for sure you don't mean it. You're the same person that if it happened to that person, if you found out someone actually beat their ass or beat the shit out of them, you're going to be the one crying about it. That's why you got to be careful with saying it too. Because when we say things we don't mean, something bad could actually come out of it. But normally, most likely, that just does not happen. I mean, no one beats their ass. I mean, they're beating their own ass when they mistreat people and do the things that they do. But this is the difference between you and someone that has a cluster B personality, whether they be a psychopath, sociopath, narcissist. Remember, all psychopaths and sociopaths are also automatic narcissists. It's inbuilt in the personality disorder of psychopathy, okay? And I've learned that from the doctors on YouTube and things like that. So that's something that I learned from some of the great doctors that are on YouTube that teach about narcissism. So I just want to share that. However, this lesson is something that I've learned just through the interactions of dealing with them, right? So this is the thing where a lot of people mess up. We think that they're like us. Okay, so what happens is, yes, we can get pissed off, say the wrong thing, but don't mean it. However, that narcissist or psychopath mean what they say. So they may say something to you like, if I was you, I would wish I didn't have a son like me. If I was you, I would wish I didn't have a daughter like me. Okay? And you thinking, well, this person has low self-esteem or this, and that. No, they don't. What happens is you're somebody that they have a drop of some kind of care for. It ain't the normal kind of care, but they know you're not a freaking psychopath or sociopath. They most likely know that you're very empathetic in many of your ways and you're caring, right? So they're saying this to you because they're trying to tell you that they're a wicked, evil fuck. Okay? That's the bottom line. I mean, if I was you, I would wish I didn't have a son or daughter like me. And the reason I'm saying that is because it could be either one saying it, and this actually happened to a lady. And the person said, or the son said to her, if I was you, I would wish, this is what was said, if I was you, I would wish that I didn't have a son like me. Okay, and within months of that being said, The son was threatening to kill his mother along with other relatives. The son was plotting his mother's demise with another psychopath, a psychopath that was much, much older, which happened to be a female, just a very sick lady. I mean, the psychopath, the potential psychopath that said this to his mother was younger than the lady that he got involved with. Not necessarily a sexual involvement, but the involvement was basically plotting, scheming, just wickedness. Okay. Also, the son was telling a younger sibling to fight, kill, destroy, use drugs. I mean, you name it, it was being done. I mean, the psychopath was saying things like, when I go down, we all going down. Okay, so that's just one example. They mean what they say. Okay? They mean what they say. And that's the difference. And so you think people are going to be like you are, where they don't really mean what they're saying. But it's not the case. So another example, let's use the second example, where someone tells you they don't want to be married, they don't want to live with you, they don't have a goal of ever being with another man or woman as far as being in anything serious where they're living together or being in a living situation. This could even be a person that's been married once or twice. However, they're telling you they just don't want to do it. This person remains single. They don't mind having sexual relations with you and others when they feel like it, but they're clearly telling you they don't want to be married, okay? Whether it be the man or woman. So what happens is you don't believe what they say. So they showing you, but you don't believe it. So what happens is you continue to try to impress the person. And also what it means when someone tells you they don't really want to be married and stuff like that, what it means also is that if you wait around for it, which could be 10, 20, 30 years, and they do marry you, they're going to torture the shit out of you. Your ass is going to be tortured. Emotionally, sometimes physically. It can just be really bad, okay? So you got to start believing it. And another thing, I mean, this is one of the things that I do have at this point some level of strength in. And for me, even before I knew about the word narcissism or NPD, I always kind of like put a time limit on things. Like if I'm working for a company, I'm not going to work there 5 years and they don't give me no raise. Having a standard and an expectation will help you. But what happens is people won't believe what they say. So if a man or woman tells you they don't want to be married anymore, but then you get this mixed signal, they're inviting you over. Okay, so both of y'all still single and they're inviting you over. Of course you're still single. They're telling you they don't want to marry you. So the longer you hang around this person that's saying this to you, the longer you're going to stay single. I mean, you can't become somebody's wife or husband. I don't care how old or young you are, if you're consistently hanging around men and women that are telling you they don't want to be in no type of serious relationship. They don't want to live with you. They don't want to be married. Okay? So, but they're inviting you over. The mistake is going. If you have goals, and remember, okay, this is another thing, goals. When narcissists and sociopaths and psychopaths tell you their goals and what they don't want to do, they mean it. They're actually more stricter in those areas, and they actually a lot of times won't bend the rules because they're mean too. Remember, these are mean assholes. So why would they bend a rule and decide, okay, I want to be married or I want to be in a serious relationship and live with somebody when they don't have the ability to love and really have real empathy for you? Remember, you're only going to get one life. So basically, that sums up this video. What I'm trying to say is this, y'all. Stop thinking that psychopaths, sociopaths, and narcissists are like you. Yeah, when you tell somebody, I hope somebody beat your ass in 5 minutes, you don't mean that. Your soul don't mean that. I mean, that's because you have empathy. So you're able to have remorse and regret about what you say. You may have a belief in a higher power. You believe in the Lord, the Most High. Whatever name you want to call or that you call God in heaven, if you have that belief system. So, you're having doubts and not doubts, but you wish you hadn't said it. You wish you could take it back. And so what happens is when they're telling you what their goals and plans are, you just won't listen to it. And they telling you the truth. Whether it be the son or daughter that tells you, I would wish I didn't have a son or daughter like me. Okay? I mean, what more do you need to know? I mean, they're telling you. But then when they say that, then you move this person back in your house, and then you or someone gets murdered. But they already told you. If I was you, I would wish I didn't have a son like me. If I was you, I would wish I didn't have a daughter like me. And like I said, that statement actually came from a lady's son. Just say hypothetically it was said in July. By the time October and November came, the son was terrorizing his mom. And this was a mom that had instilled enough good values in her son, raised her son. Nothing's perfect, right? But she showed enough love towards this son for the son to not have the level of hate that he had. But he's a psychopath. That was the conclusion coming from some professionals in a private setting. He's a psychopath. My goodness, believe what they tell you. Maya Angelou said it best. Something to the degree of, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. That's the bottom line. Believe them the first time. So, and it's not your fault. I mean, I understand you think people think like you. You compare these narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths to how you think. You regret you said it. You won't say it no more. It ain't in your soul to mean it. When you said you didn't want to marry the person, you just had cold feet and was a little scared about marriage. But that's not how that psychopath and that sociopath thinks. They mean it. And I've seen these situations, heard of situations, especially regarding the marriage deal. And I'm telling you, when a narcissist or psychopath tells their side men and side women that they don't want to marry them, and then they end up going through these divorces and they marry the person that they were cheating with on the side, and that side lady or side man marries that woman or man after they've known that they were a cheater in their first marriages, it's all hell. I mean, basically, it's like they're marrying the devil. I mean, it's going to be hell on earth for them. Many of them will be physically abused. There will be extensive emotional abuse. It's just going to be real bad, y'all.